The last point, and again, I won't spend too much time on it because I want to take some questions, is really, I'll go back into understanding communication, being able to communicate your code. You say you wrote some apps, you built some apps on your own. Now, can you look at that code and read it back to me or some other software engineer and explain exactly what's happening line by line? That is something that is very, very hard to do. And here's why. Is because we're not built to retain things. So you may have had an experience, I experience this all the time, where 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, I've written this most awesome piece of code that works. And I go back and look at it, and I'm like, who wrote this, right? Who wrote this elegant code, right? And you go and look, and you're like, oh, I did it, right? Because things change so fast, and these techniques and skills, the stuff we're doing, we weren't sort of built to do, right? These problems that we're solving are problems that, you know, when the way that we're built and our brains and all that, we just weren't built to do. So we have to learn how to do it. And if you don't constantly do it, you will forget it. It's very much like a foreign language in that respect. If you know how to speak Spanish and you don't practice that every day, 5 years from now, you're not going to know how to speak Spanish, right? Programming is the same way. And being able to communicate and talk about it, and that's where it really becomes a large part of your life. And that's why in that career slide is you got to commit to learning all the time, because it is constantly moving. Now that doesn't mean that you can't go to the movies on Friday night, or you can't go and enjoy sports or enjoy the beach. It means learn how to include that aspect of learning as part of your career. It's not a 90-hour-a-week job, but you have to be good at time management and have discipline so that when you're working, you set aside 5 hours a week or 8 hours a week to continue to grow yourself as a developer. So that's the JRS Coding School. Our goal is to give you the skills to have a fantastic software development career, and really, you know, software development is the one skill where you can take thin air and provide solutions. You know, from literally just an idea, and that's pretty powerful. And I personally think that it's a